Okay. I was sketching. I was sketching a bird called sketching a bird. In the bird, I sketched it out. It's a dark bird, black bird, but it's called a crackle. Crackles. C-R-A-C-K-L-E. I sketched this bird, and it's a dark bird, black bird, blue. When the sun hits it in the daylight, the sun, what happens is that it has a blue afflection, blue, like a World Navy type blue, but it's afflecting the sun. The body gold. It's a black bird, but it's the body, when the sun hits it, it's gold there, like a gold color, dark bluish tail, purple, and that's excuse me, that's I call it, in my opinion, is like a sunbird. It goes to the Carolinas, comes from the Carolinas to going west, and more of an eastern travels, and northern bird, and it follows the sun. You mostly see them in flocks, especially towards the fall, when the autumn leaves are. You can tell when it's about ready to be fall, because they start to migrate. They're a migrant bird, and you see it in the summer months, coming towards westward. From the east, and I've seen them. Also, if a hawk will try, if a hawk is in the area, or a crow, they will gang up on it, and they work like that. They move like that, and they live like that. It's a social type bird, and it's a social type, and they operate in flocks, and you see them. You may see like 4 or 5 at a time in the summer on the ground feeding. They feed on seeds and berries and grubs. And sketching them out, They nest in the spring and summer months, have their young, mostly in 2s and 3s, and you see them on the ground, and the sun, they follow the sun. To me, the eastern bird. And if I would show you, we're going to get back on the characteristic of the crackle. And I sketched out a sun, a light. A sun here, some trees, sketched out some trees, and they make a shadow, making a shadow, and maybe it's in the morning, sun rising from the east, sun rising from the east, and this bird, the crackle, the sunbird, like, comes out into the sun, comes out in the sun, and it will be hot, and the bird will be out in the sunlight. It likes the sun, and it'll be hot out too. It'll be hot outside. Sun rays, and let's sketch something else real quick, and then we'll stop, and then we'll talk about this bird. And let's say I can move, we can move like this, like this, like this. Put a circle here, put a circle down here, let's put a circle here, and let's put a circle dot right there. And we put a dot right there. Put a slightly circle here. And let's put a big circle there. Like that. And a circle right there. A dot. Circle. And it flows starting from the outside, because it's all one mass. It's all one mass, all one unit, all one thickness. And it moves. It's like this. Moves counterclockwise. Like that. Moving, and it's all moving in a unit together, staying balanced, staying in one's place, and they all move accordingly within its own spot, in its own place, not running into one another, but yet there may be some fragments bumping in, like dust fragments, and bumping into one another. But the more these sectors within this cosmo unit or universe, in the sectors are all flowing like that, and look at the sun, light, that, and we see the sun, then earth, like that, and we see his eye. If you can see his eye, see that eye? His eye. You see his eye? You see Crackle's eye? Okay. There we go. And we'll talk about this bird here. collectively, they all move in one body. And I seen a hawk come in their area, and I seen them gang up on the hawk or the crow. They gang up on him, and the hawk will swoop down, and try to get a young one, or in a nest, a crow will, and they all seem to come all at him at once, coming out of the bush and everywhere. We'll talk